Down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle. Let us understand mental health and explore how we can take care of our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. Welcome to your weekly slice of mental health tips and tidbits with Pat and B, here on Mind Ed.
Sa'yo sumisilong kapag ang puso ko'y pagod.
Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he delivers to us the preachings of the Sunday's Gospel that's awe-inspiring, yet easy to understand and appreciate. Let us all listen to the Word of God here on The Word Exposed on Air, only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Get your daily dose of inspiration through our music. Follow JustCom PH on Spotify and JustCom Music in YouTube.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan.
Mamangha sa lalim at ganda ng ating kultura at diwang makabayan sa mga salita at pahina. Sa tulong ng mga guro at manunulat ng panitikang Pilipino, halina't tuklasin ang yaman ng ating panitikan, ang pamana ng ating lahi. Ito ang Sari-Sari, tuwing Miyerkules, 11:00 ng umaga, dito sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Mga atinista at mga kapanalig, ito ang balita ng kabutihan, balita ng katotohanan. Radyo Veritas 846 sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Halina't makinig at makilahok sa mga isyu at usapan tungkol sa ating pananampalataya at lipunan. Radyo Totoo, Radyo ng Simbahan, Radyo Veritas sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Ready na ba kayo?
Radyo Katipunan, news, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan, down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo,
Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content.
Katipunan.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ear.
Do you long for a good spiritual read? Or for literature that not only feeds the mind, but nourishes the soul as well? Do you want to be inspired, feel positive and hopeful about life? Then read The Windhover, the official magazine of the Jesuits in the Philippines. Written by Jesuits and their lay partners, The Windhover features real stories about the Jesuits and their various ministries. Be inspired. Be blessed. Subscribe to The Windhover. For inquiries, call the Philippine Jesuit Aid Association at telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892. Once again, Philippine Jesuit Aid Association, telephone numbers 426-6001, locals 4890 or 4892.
Radyo,
Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content.
Katipunan.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. The voice of W-Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod. Todo sa kayod, tunong at tulong. Ipag W-Eagle, galing hiting at tigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan.
All caps, mga Atenista! It's time to level up! Your top variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. All caps, mga kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, kabarkada, mga Katipuneros. It's time to level up with your host, multi-awarded multimedia guru Noel Ferrer here on All Caps, Ateneo Level Up.
You know one question?
What?
Some people would ask siyempre, what's next for me?
Oh, yes.
Ngayon ganyan, oo. I'll just ask, what can I do to help? Kasi,
Galing! Live na tayo. Anyway,
we are,
okay. Anyway, all good, all ready, and all the best will live life in all caps as we level up. I'm really excited as we count down to my 30th anniversary in media, which kicked off this month with mentors, co-workers who have become really good friends. Maria Reza, boss natin, Lauren Joggy, boss rin natin, kaibigan natin. And this time we go back to our home. Sabi nga namin leveling, the Ateneo. If the Lasalites have the likes of Rico Yan, Ryan Agancillo, Luis Manzano, we Ateneans have Paolo Beddones and Lorenzo Montenegro, whom we had together in this show. And our dear Bianca Gonzalez, and yes, this person whom we have cheered on from the very first time he entered media. Friends, please welcome isang taong, a true blue Atenean that we can be proud of. Someone we've wanted to be in this show since day one. Kasi marami rin siyang kaibigan sa Radyo Katipunan. He goes by the name of Robert Marion Eusebio Domingo, more popularly known as Robi Domingo. Robi, game ka na ba? Kumusta ka?
game na. Well, before anything else, I just want to say hi to all of the Atenists watching and listening right now. Grabe naman yung introduction na ibinigay ni Sir Noel. I think I am that certain outlier doon sa piece na yun. And when I say outlier, I mean that in the worst way possible. But yeah, thank you.
We go back home, we look back and we look forward. So, I got to talk to you live finally. Buti na free up yung isang Friday mo. Sabi naman ni Robbie, basta isang free Friday, gagawa siya ng oras. Kumusta ka na?
Definitely.
What have you been up lately?
Well, lately, I've been really active in the digital world, and wala, you have to live within the signs of the times. You know what they say.
You're really techie? You're really, well, digitally adept?
Not really. You know, honestly, when it comes to posting, like Instagram stories,
Yes.
I think I'm part of that Tito community already. It takes me around 10 minutes for one IG story.
Okay lang yun. At least hindi ka lang click ng click, di ba?
Oo, at saka sobra ako naiirita whenever I click something and then nawawala.
Yeah.
Tapos napopost agad. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to go back, do it again.
Pero
So,
kanina nakita ko may countdown ka na, marunong ka na rin. So at least
yes.
technologically challenged.
Yeah, because of what happened, because of the maybe 10,000 hours that I've crunched in when it comes to posting.
At least like ganon. Like in the past episodes, sabi namin palagi, it's always a look back and a looking forward. But I don't know if you remember how we met. We met in one, sabi ko nga medyo magandang foreshadow. We met in one event, significant event, December 5, 2009, in nakaya natin ito concert at the SM MOA concert grounds. I was seeing na Ogie Alcacid and Roel Santiago kasi yun, that was a time na bagyo. May bagyo na Ondoy at saka Typhoon Pepeng, 2009. And you were there as a mixed VJ who like I think facilitated part of that show, that fundraiser.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, and so you're an Atenean, ano nang gagawin mo? Kasi well, kukunti tayo dyan eh, di ba? Parang most of the Ateneans either go to business or to advertising because there's a lot of money.
And medicine these days.
Yeah, medicine. Lalo na sa inyo, pamilyang doktor. Pero sabi ko, ay, may isang nangahas na pumunta sa media. So sabi ko, ganun, buti na lang. But you were at the time when you were thinking of like, sige, aral muna, concentrate on aral muna. So 2009, at what stage are you in your media journey?
You know, honestly, during those moments, parang, I have to be really frank with you, Sir Noel. Parang wala naman akong wala talaga akong plans.
Noon.
Yes, saka wala po akong pake masyado. Don't get me wrong, I love what I do.
Yeah. May
I
ganun,
love what I do.
ganun naman talaga.
But for me,
you trust the process, no?
yeah, and I had another plan. You know, I was preparing myself, a score of my life, 20 years. Pinagplano ko na talaga na maging next doctor of the family. And kung ano yung nakukuha ko, during those moments from 2008 hanggang 2012 na habang nag-aaral ako, sabi ko, lahat ng funds na makukuha ko dito, iipunin ko para yun ang gagamitin ko pang doktor, pang medicine. So, in my head, it's like, hindi naman ako tatagal kasi it's kind of bad. But knowing myself, I don't sing, I don't dance, hindi naman ako Piolo Pascual level. No, I kid you not. Hindi naman ako magaling umiyak, wala akong bubog sa buhay. So, maybe I'm that personality na dadaan lang right after PBB. And then, when I get serious with my studies, and I did, when my thesis came, nag-stop ako. So, sabi ko, ako lang yung isa sa mga napadaan.
Ang galing. Kasi parang, oo nga, parang bilang mga Atenisa, hindi lang din tayo dadaan. Di ba? Parang,
that's true.
Hindi rin lang, you won't rock the boat, get a space where you would excel. Di ba? Parang ganun yung gagawin mo eh. But suddenly, and eventually, you found yourself enjoying, and then you found your place of excellence, of comfort even.
Well, I coined the term co-accidente. Like it's a coincidence. It's a great accident, but I was wrong. It's really called a blessed a blessed serendipity. It is a serendipitous moment for me na nagkataon lang na nandito ako after PBB, and then I would never forget that certain interaction with Direk Loren when
Mhm.
I told him, Direk, right after I get my degree in BS Health Sciences, diretso na po ako sa med. Kung wala pong plano.
Okay.
Sabi niya, no, no, no. Take a year off. You deserve that one.
Good.
During that year, parang The
Good.
Voice happened. The
Okay.
Voice of the Philippines, the first season happened. That was a time na wala si Mariel Rodriguez of PBB. So they said, baka gusto mong mag-try out, mag-audition. Mind you, I was not placed in there. I auditioned.
Galing.
And grabe yung, I just have to tell you, grabe yung iyak, yung pagod, yung puyat na naranasan. Hindi lang sa akin but yung staff. Kasi
Yes.
for my very first take sa PBB, I had like 35 takes for a certain spiel na kayang-kayang gawin ni Bianca Gonzalez in a minute or less.
No, but that's something you enjoy or you cherish when you look back. Kasi parang,
That's true.
harapan ko to.
It challenged me super to the point na yung first bubog ko happened when I got ayoko namang sabing fire, but I got out of mix kasi
I saw that.
I can't commit any schedule sa kanila because I was studying, tapos yung boss ko dati had different plans for me. Gusto niya acting daw ako, maging next yan. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, ako lang yata yung
Ina?
Sorry?
Sina Andre ba yan? Tsaka sina Ina ng mix? Hindi
Yes. Sila, pero they did not, yung boss ko na nagsabi na I want you to act. It was Luz Bagalaxa. She had good intentions naman.
Okay.
Luz Bagalaxa is the great manager of Daniel Padilla.
Yes.
Diba? So, parang hindi lang kami aligned siguro during those moments.
Okay.
Parang iba-iba yung pakiramdam ko rin eh. And then when I got out of mix, sabi ko, parang hindi pa ako tapos. Hindi pa tapos yung chapter ko doon. So I need to go back and prove my point.
It was your competency eh. Mahirap alisan yung isang bagay na talagang alam mong doon ka magaling.
Hindi po ako magaling. I know hindi pa ako magaling, but
O doon ka tatatak.
doon ako na parang hinamon. Nahamon.
That's true. At alam mo kasi na yun yung competency mo at meron ka pang magagawa. Yun yung well, I think yun yung unique selling proposition ng Robi Domingo. Nakaka-shift magsalita sa Tagalog at English, at yan yung, well, we can say ang advantage ng mga Atenista, we can go bilingual and we can process and synthesize things really well. And that skill, to think on the spot, that skill you practice in mix, no?
I think it's because of my grade school and high school days. Because of Ateneo, they taught me how to, totoo yung sinasabi nila, bolero yung mga ang mga Atenista. Totoo po yan when it comes to panliligaw, when it comes to presenting in front of a class, when it comes to selling something, an idea, totoo po yan. But more than that, I think us Ateneans, we stick to our values. Tsaka yung mga tinuro sa atin within the confines of Loyola, it's more than something that you see sa handbook.
Yes,
Lalo na ang favorite song ko ay Bumaba Ka sa Bundok.
Ay, galing.
Bumaba Ka sa Bundok, yun yung isang song na narinig ko sa TD. Tulong-dulong.
Tulong-dulong at with the Lord, no? Kinakanta niyo sa Days with the Lord.
Yes, Days with the Lord. Oh my gosh, daming memories mga balik. What batch were you?
Well, matagal na. 89 in college. So, well, no.
Days,
But Robi,
days ako, 227 ako, batch 227 in high school. But yeah,
help me here. One of the things in my bucket list is actually do a Days with the Lord for media people. Because I think we can do that. So, probably we can sasabihin natin, tayong mga nasa media can have that with our media friends and do Days with the Lord. And I think si Basil Valdez committed to. Sige, pag kayo yung gumawa niyan, let's all like bond together and then do it. But well,
I'm game.
kulang yun, di ba? Yung faith component eh. Pero anyway, That, yung unang bubog mo mix, pangalawa alam ko eh. And I think I'm one of those that criticized you in PEP when it happened. I felt that was the time you did the Miss Earth pageant, or was that a pageant when you did it solo? Medyo
Yes.
magaling tong taong to pero medyo nataranta or medyo
Yeah.
Oo, kasi kaibigan ko si Christopher De Leon.
I know. Sabi ko na nga ba, we bring up yan eh. One of my worst moments, whenever people ask me, ano ba yung mga lowest moments mo sa buhay when it comes to your work?
Okay.
Sabi ko dalawa. Hindi ko or tatlo. Yung una, syempre, tanggal sa mix. Pangalawa, that certain moment na pag-uusapan natin just a bit. And pangatlo, yung big moment na binigay sa akin, yung The Voice of the Philippines, together with Alex, when Tony Gonzaga had to take a quick leave.
Okay. Why? Hindi ko yata na-notice yon.
No, that was the semifinals of The Voice of the Philippines Season 1. And then the viewership was really crazy. It was insane.
Can you imagine? Oh, so what
Season
happened?
1. So, sabi sa amin ni Direk Loren and the producer, si Miss Rose Casala, and during that time, oh man.
The Mercy? No?
No. Miss Alu Almaden.
Then, yes.
Yeah, the first...
Before, yeah.
Yeah. Miss Alu Almaden, sabi, wala si Tony Okay, yung dalawa ni Alex pupunta sa harap. Like, oh my gosh, this is it. This was 2012 or 13 yata eh. I'm not sure. But semifinals, sabi ko, I call Alex Pards.
Okay.
Sorry for this language. Sabi ko, Shemai Pards. This is it. This is our moment. Ito na. Upgrade tayo from backstage. Doon tayo, right smack in the middle, in front of that great crowd sa Resorts World Manila, in front of the world-class judges. We got Bamboo, Apple the App, we got Sarah Geronimo, and Leia Salonga.
Okay.
And then, I just have to introduce the golden voice of ABS-CBN, Peter Musky. When Peter Musky finally says your name, it means you made it.
Oh, yeah.
And the video goes, mga kapamilya, live from the Resorts World Manila. Ito ang semifinals ng The Voice of the Philippines. Please welcome your hosts, Robi Domingo and Alex Gonzaga. Grabe yung kilig ko doon. From the stage. Stage right ako noon sa Resorts World Manila.
Alam.
Hindi ko makakalimutan yung moment na yun. Tinuro ko yung mic kay Alex. Sabi ko, this is it, Pards. Ito na yun. Believe me, basang-basa na yung socks ko kasi kabadong-kabado ako. And then we went down. Pagpunta sa harapan, I saw the plethora of bosses.
Okay.
Sobrang excited. Pumapalakpak. Nakatayo sila. Standing ovation agad. It's like, I got my mic. I said, whew, magandang kapamilya. And then Alex says, Parts, nakalimutan mo yung gabi. Hindi, sabi ko, magandang kapamilya yung makasama natin, pero good evening sa inyong lahat.
Magaling pa rin!
Pero grabe yung moment na yun. But going back to your
No, standing by your story, I think yun na yun. It's taking on the spot and lusot.
Lusot siya during that time. Pero grabe, nakita ko yung mukha ng tatay ko sa ABS-CBN, si Direk Loren. Mula sa pag-ganon, gumaganon siya. Like, oh my gosh. Pareho tayo. But yeah, going back to that Miss Earth. Okay.
Rob, that was something else. It's a
That
job.
was, yeah. Because I had like, parang compounded feelings prior to that one. Like before, okay, this one is an exclusive, no? That was my first time to host a beauty pageant na ganong kalaki.
Yeah.
I mean, for the cities, nabibigyan ako ng training, pero TV,
Yes.
Earth, Philippines, was like a big thing for me, especially sa Mall of Asia.
Of course.
Sinabi ko pa nga na the Mall of Asia Araneta. Parang gumano pa nga ako.
Asia, di ba? Okay naman. Okay pa rin naman yung diction mo. Di ka nag-Mall of Asia.
No naman. Pero sinabi ko, we want to thank Mall of Asia Araneta for this one. It's like, oh my gosh. Sabi ko, Mall of Asia is SM, you know?
I know.
Tapos, ito na. During the rehearsals,
Okay.
It's not actually anyone's fault. It's my fault. Yung mga script writers, may partner ako na I just forgot kung sino. Pero
Queen,
yung
no? Parang, yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah,
queen.
former queen.
Yeah.
Sinabi niya parang yung listahan niya of judges
Mhm.
iba.
Oh,
So we rehearsed. I know my names. I know everyone.
okay.
Tapos, okay na. Sabi ko, okay, nakakaba, confident ako, pero daming tao mamaya dito. I went backstage, I saw one of the greatest icons, Miss Sherry Hill, who was one of the judges as well.
Nice.
I just said, hi, Miss Sherry Hill, I'm a big fan of your work. And during that time, medyo busy na yata, nagkakaroon ng, parang nagmamadali na eh.
Mhm.
Tumingin siya sa akin, I'm so sorry, Miss Sherry, pero takot na takot ako nung moment na sabi niya, can't you see I'm dressing up?
Okay. That's Sherry for you. At least
I
hindi
know.
Nita. Di ba?
Oo.
Don't
Sa
call
kanya ako binahusan ng something. Sabi ko,
Okay.
that was a big moment in my life.
Okay.
Natarayan ako ng slight. Pero that's okay. That's okay.
Yes.
Nagkaroon ako ng konting, okay, ganito pala yung may experience ko on stage. So on the stage, eto na. Nabago yung script.
Okay.
I was reading may prompter naman eh. What's the best thing about, what's one of the crutches that you have when you're
Yes,
hosting? May prompter. Pero sa prompter, iba.
My God. Yung assignments, di ba?
Yung
But
assignments and names.
do you have cue cards then?
Yeah, pero we have to base doon sa prompter kasi doon yung camera eh. Kasi
Okay.
pag tumingin ka sa cue cards, pangit. Pangit naman eh.
Yes, yes.
So doon, nagtingin na kami ng co-host. Sabi ko, wow, okay, I'll take this. And then, nung time ko na, eto na. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a premier actor, a producer, and one of the Philippine icons, Mr. Sa utak ko, gusto ko lang sabihin na tumatak sa akin kasi na parang ano siya eh. May El Filibusterismo feels, may Noli Me Tangere feels, may ganun siya eh.
Yes.
Sa utak ko, Crisostomo Ibarra.
Okay.
I said Crisostopher De Leon.
Yes, I heard that.
Oh no. And then, nung nagpan ng camera kay Sir Christopher De Leon, nakagano'n lang siya.
Okay. The classic boyet. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
No, but you
Last ko na to.
said sorry naman after. Or
I
just-
apologized super sa kanya. I apologized.
Then I remember you said he offered wine, but you said thank you na lang, sir. Yun ba yun?
Yes, yeah. Di ko kaya.
Oh, no.
That was 2013 din. 2013 was a memorable year for me.
No,
With
but-
all the boo-boos.
Do you notice na pag mabilis ka nagsasalita, dun ka kabado?
Yes.
I said that during that review of your pageant hosting. Sabi ko, magaling naman tong taong to. Siguro lang, kinakabahan, kaya mabilis magsalita. Kasi when you're confident, banayad lang eh. Because you would know the next word.
Yep.
Ayun, at one point, when you are younger, hindi ka komportable sa silences. Pero ngayon,
Yes.
siguro pwede na, di ba? Parang,
Tsaka,
na-appreciate mo yung katahimikan.
iba yung buti na lang na na-immerse ako sa different kinds of platforms. Like yung radio hindi ko na-experience pero sa TV, a silent moment can be a moment as well. And it's accepted na parang okay, pregnant pause, malaman 'yan. And you know what? I had a workshop, not hosting
Saan?
drums, just to know my beat, just to know my pacing.
Yes.
I had a training in
Okay.
Rockwell eh.
Okay yun.
Yeah, may nagsabi sa akin na mag-drums ka para lang alam mo yung kung gaano kabilis kang sasalita sa pace mo. Kasi parang,
Correct.
parang ano ko eh, sa totoo lang Sir Noel, parang may ADHD ako. When I start thinking, dire-diretso na eh.
Maganda naman yun kasi sign yan na meron at least laman yung utak mo. No? But you're able to pace things when you're confident.
Yes.
If you're less confident, talagang bibilisan mo yan and show, magko-compensate ka eh. Well, weird. Anyway, but we'll go back to those experiences, Rob. Ako, significant year muna. 2020 now. Let's talk about the now. Take us to the moment when we started 2020. How did the year start with you? Did you think it would turn out this way?
2020, let me think. syempre, we have to go back to January, no?
Yes.
What did I do in January? Oh, yeah. I hosted this ABS-CBN event in Taguig.
Yes.
It was the
I
first
remember.
countdown, and the bosses asked me na if I can do it.
Di ba?
Kasi before merong mga city na ganyan eh. And they
Yes.
would pay,
At ang laking
yung payment.
times 3, di ba?
Grabe. Siyempre kasi you are taken out of your family to celebrate that occasion eh, di ba? And then ABS asks me, can you do it? How much? Yung boss ko, Tita Lulu Romero. And so I love Miss Lulu Romero.
Of course.
And then they said, eto. And then it was
Enormous.
it was not enormous at all. It was ABS fee, but I was like, I want to do it kasi I want to become like the Ryan Seacrest.
That's
ng
true.
Philippines. Kasi
Nice.
syempre, mga ball drop. Tsaka, pagdating ng mga oras na yan, usually, mga Filipinos, they open their TVs just to see the news, kung sino yung mga, I'm so sorry, yung mga naputukan,
Oo naman.
kung sino yung mga, tsaka yung mga Sunday masses.
Yeah. And
Ayun naman.
during the New Year is a blessing, people are saying, di ba, na tipong at least you start the year with work.
Yes. So, I started the year with work. We had plans, maraming mga documentaries.
That's good.
Tapos nung sinabi na I was supposed to be part of that list na mag-interview sa Money Heist.
Yes.
I was supposed to go to Italy.
Yes.
Or was it Spain? I forgot. Italy or Spain. Basta yun. I was supposed to go there to interview the whole cast for the season 4 of Money Heist. Like, super excited for that one. Game ako.
Okay.
And then COVID happened. Wala. Everything halted.
Okay.
Oh.
But, well, so we'll talk about the COVID situation later. But Bianca is in touch with, sabi niya, at least may blessing yata sa mga hosts during this COVID situation. Na parang ang mas malaki ang naging demand kung yung mga performers parang okay sidetracked into like walang live shows, no? The host kinda parang there was a need for hosts at this point. So parang kayo became kinda in demand. And that was a thing, no?
It was really a blessing. I got to talk to Sir Mico Del Rosario,
Yes.
who is responsible, one of the bosses of Star Cinema. Congratulations to Star Cinema for producing a good content na The House Arrest of Us. Galing-galing nila. And sabi niya na cycle lang yan eh. Before, there was like the talk show component na nag-thrive. Eh ngayon, because of production limitations,
That's true.
wala kang magagawa unless you have like a camera, you got a good audio, you got internet, and then if you have a material, okay ka na mag-talk show. At yun na yung kaya gawin. So, people adjusted then to the situation kasi yun lang yung kayang gawin, and people are more forgiving right now. That's a good thing then.
Parang no? It's really back to basics.
Back to basics. Yep.
Lahat ng nangyari sa atin. But with COVID there and with what happened to ABS, I just so admired you because like any Atenean, no, when you just have to stand your ground and then say your piece also. You weren't apathetic. I saw you in the streets rallying for the network. At what point did you feel like, oy, kailangan kong marinig?
Okay, I was so much involved when it comes to, well, not physically, no? Kasi, syempre, praning po talaga ako eh. I don't want to go out as much possible. I got parents who are frontliners and they are senior citizens. Kaya, ayoko naman manggaling sa akin. Kunyari, nagkasakit pa yung magulang ko dahil lang sa paglabas ko, no? So, I was really concerned about that one. But, sobra akong involved sa lahat ng mga hearings,
Yes.
sa lahat ng mga nangyayari.
Yes.
And when I was thinking about, when I was listening to those barrage of accusations, I felt really bad. Not for my career, not for the careers of artists, pero dun sa mga kasama ko, yung mga producers, yung mga tech people, yung mga araw-araw ko nakakasama doon na what's next for them.
Correct.
Lalo na yung skill set nila is geared towards what they do. You
Galing.
can't ask them to sell like mga bake pandesal, sushi bake, mga ganyan, ube pandesal. You can't tell them na may naipondar ka naman, magbenta ka na lang. Or maghanap ka ng trabaho ngayon. Yun ang isang comment na talagang, are you serious? Sa panahon ngayon na nagbabawas na nga ng employees, wala na ngang movement when it comes to our economy. Ngayon ka magsasabi na maghanap ng trabaho. So,
At yung ayuda, no? Wala na nga kayong pang-ayuda, dadagdagan mo pa yung walang trabaho, di ba?
yeah, surely.
Point for you. What was the tipping point for you? That sabi mo, I have to speak up, I have to be active on social media, and well, yun. What was that? The tipping point.
Okay,
Na
so,
kailangan ko marinig. Kailangan, yun, ikaw.
it started, well, yung concern ko started when I had the discussion with my girlfriend, Mikey Pineda. Complete name talaga, no? But
Okay.
during the start of this pandemic, there was a tweet coming from MMDA.
Okay.
And then she forwarded to me. I said, the tweet goes, or there was one random person who said, hala, paano po kami makakapunta sa trabaho namin? Kasi wala nang public transport eh. And then MMDA goes, sorry po, hindi po namin alam.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, during those moments, ako kasi, whenever I handle problems, parang pa-comedy eh. Ayoko talagang seryosohin kasi nabibigatan ako. I'm a super sensitive guy, and whenever pumapasok yun sa katawan ko, hindi siya maalis. So, I told Mikey, she forwarded that exchange of conversation sa akin. Sabi ko, ha, wala rin silang alam na solusyon.
Okay.
And then my girlfriend got furious.
Okay.
Sabi niya sa akin na, don't you see what's happening? Don't you see the point? And then, parang hindi niya ako kinausap for a long time. And then I just said, oh my gosh, I have to say so. Not just have to, but I feel so sorry. I apologized. And
It was a call to action.
yes, sabi ko na grabe nga yung sitwasyon ngayon. I
Okay.
have to put my self inside the shoes of other people na.
Galing.
So that was like a wake up call for me. And then what made me go out in the streets was yung voting na.
Yeah.
Ate Bianca, I was asked by Ate Bianca, baby bro, are you gonna go out? Kasi ganyan. Sabi ko, Ate B, hindi ko po kayang lumabas kasi natatakot talaga ako. I even have my lola right here in the house as well. So parang hindi talaga pwede. But when they were voting already, sabi ko, shucks.
Galing.
I prayed. Sabi ko, Lord, gusto ko pumunta talaga. I-guide mo na lang po ako. Kung may mangyari man, sa akin na lang po. Kasi hindi ko kaya eh. Hindi ko kayang matulog mamayang gabi during that moment. Hindi ko kayang matulog mamayang gabi kung hindi ko gagawin to.
Correct.
So, please guide me. I'll go to ABS-CBN. And when I got there, I was so happy kasi that people call it a rally. I don't call it a rally. It was a gathering of people who were following the protocols.
Yes.
And it was a celebration of what ABS is all about.
It was parang a solidarity move, I guess. Na parang you have to be one with those people. Parang going into the personal struggle. What did your parents say? Did you have to ask permission, or you just had to say, kailangan ko lang gawin to?
Oh, the best thing that happened was they were with me.
Okay.
They went to the scout area with me. Tapos sabi ko, wag lang po kayong bababa. They were crazy honking, that horn.
Ang galing.
So they were there with me as well.
Lesson learned from the whole ABS thing. Of course, Rob, you'd be one person who won't say this, but I commend you for like helping those people who lost jobs yun do sa ABS, and you've been helping some of the staff members na nawalan din ng ng trabaho. Tapos people don't know ngayon na busa natin yung proceeds din ng shirt sale mo. Hindi mo binabanggit pero nasa pamilya ng mga taong sa mga jeepney drivers at sa mga, di ba? Ganun yung naging apostolate mo. But yun, napaka-rooted dun sa foundation ng mga parents mo at saka yung napag-aralan mo. So what was the greatest learning during that process?
For me, it's about, I like the word that you mentioned, it's about solidarity, but really for me, knowing that knowing that you are not the star of the show.
That's true. That's true.
Parang that has been instilled in me for the longest time. Being a host, you command the show, but you are not you are not the star of the show. You always give the light to other people. And mas nabigyang buhay yon doon sa mga nangyari dahil I may have been given the mic, but the real stars of the show are the people behind the camera and the people who support the name ABS-CBN.
That's true. Anto lang yung isang comment, no? Parang it has been reduced to humanitarian reasons, no? The 11,000 people na nawalan ng trabaho in the corollary industries din, di ba? The restaurants, maraming ibang mga advertising na nawalan din ng trabaho dahil nawala yung ABS-CBN, no? Pero one thing that we lost was the truth, di ba? Parang nakakawala yung access natin dun sa katotohanan. And at this point, parang naramdaman mo yan, Rob? Kasi nga parang people, ang very instantly, nararamdaman mo yung kawalan ng trabaho ng mga tao. Pero at this point, it's such a struggle to say the truth or to know the truth at this point. Kasi yung access ng mga tao, wala.
Well, I have to disagree with what you said, Sir
Okay.
Noel.
Okay.
Instead of, actually, nawalan ng prangkisa, pero nagkaroon na mas malakas na boses.
Sana, Robbie, pero sa probinsya, di ba we all had our station, the franchise stations, di ba? Parang ganun.
I know. And I was one of the people, whatever I hear that, yung very orchestra,
I know.
na, parang, naiiyak ako palagi. Sobra akong namumove. But, seriously, I'm just really happy that people are smarter now.
Rob, sana nga kasi kasama ka ba dun sa 91% na may approval rating ng Pulse Asia?
No, di ako nasa ano ko nasa 9% po ako nun. But mind you, imagine you, Sir Noel, because of what's happening right now, people know the truth.
I hope so, Rob.
I hope so too. Pero knowing the youth, kaya nga yung movement ngayon to register and vote sa 2022 elections, that's one of my greatest advocacies. It's not a political movement, okay? Mind you.
Yes.
But it's a call to action and to remind people that you have the power to change what's happening. I know pareho tayo ng nararamdaman.
Yes.
And you can do something about it.
Ang galing. I've talked to your friends. Sabi nila very recently, you've been talking to them about leadership and governance. Sabi ko, nag-mature na si Robbie. Ang galing. Parang,
I did.
things are really beyond him. Hindi na lang, yun, sabi na pinag-usapan natin kanina, hindi lang tungkol sa atin at para sa atin, kundi para sa ibang tao, sa komunidad natin at sa bansa. Which,
And
that's a difference.
It's a process po, Sir Noel. I don't want to tell other people and I don't want people to have this notion na talaga ginagawa lang nito kasi nangyari sa ABS yan, bias yung taong yan. No. Even before when I had this documentary called La Cuachero,
Yes.
I got bosses from UP.
Okay.
Specifically Donna V, that is our writer.
Okay.
And one of my producers, si Kelvin Paulino, who were really, they have this certain angst sa government, and it's not even the current administration right now. And then they asked me, anong thoughts mo regarding this? I was doing my spiels. We were in Japan. I was like, sa totoo lang, wala po akong pakialam. Those were my exact words. Sasabi nila, bakit? And these people are from UP. I love the people from UP. Sabi ko, Kasi ang focus ko ngayon, makapundar para sa sarili ko. Hindi ko pa po iniisip yan. Wala pa ako sa ganung klaseng sphere.
Tama naman, process yan, okay?
Oo. So, if I could tell myself, if I could go back and talk to that guy na sa Japan doing that lakwatsero, I would tell him, mahiya ka naman.
Okay.
Mahiya ka na.
Kanya
Pero,
process.
magising ka sa katotohanan. And I hope yung mga taong wala pa dun sa aspect na yon, you just have to open your eyes, open your ears,
That's
and you will see the truth Nararamdaman naman ng tao ngayon kung ano nangyayari. Look at what's happening to other countries which are really poorer than us.
that's true.
Sa economy nila, parang umaangat na. Tapos tayo na nasa parang nasa pageant na nga tayo Top 20 na nga tayo Sir Noel.
Yeah. So ako nga, parang yun parang dati, kung hindi mo nararamdaman, hindi ka nagtataya, di ba? Pero
Yes.
it can't be na hindi mo nararamdaman because we're all suffering at this point. So, ang basic question mga nangalang, masaya ka ba sa nangyayari sa buhay mo ngayon?
Maybe that's the real reason kung ba't ako hindi affected sa mga nangyayari sa sitwasyon kasi I was too busy with my work, with my goals in life. Pero pag nasa bahay ka lang, mapaisip ka That's a good question, no?
Yeah,
That we can throw to everyone. Kumusta ka ngayon? It's a certain question na madaling itanong, ang hirap sagutin.
Totoo yun. Alam mo yan, existential question sa philosophy, no? Yung isang kumusta ka. At di ba, parang merong short story sa Filipino 11 natin, yung at ikaw, Danny, kumusta ka? Yun yung ending nung piece na yun, no? So, when you say kumusta ka, people will narrow it down to the basic things that are important to them.
Oh, yes. I just want to say,
Yung unang sagot nila will be the ones that affect them, no? So,
yes. I just want to say hi to Miss Marites Pineda who's watching us right now. Hello po.
Hello po. So at least I hope we're making sense here kasi hindi to yung showbiz talk na naghihintay ng punchlines at saka
I know.
no? So ang ganda lang. So Rob, you went through that and then at the end of it, parang nabigyan ka naman ng blessing. Parang look, you never expected doing game ka na ba during this pandemic. No? So parang ay may balik naman yung Diyos. Di ba? While some people, some of your colleagues would easily like jump ship and go to the other network we would understand economic reasons, but you stayed put. Why?
Because I believe in the values of ABS-CBN and I believe in the vision of our bosses in ABS-CBN.
Well, Lauren was here last week and he said, pag tinanggal mo lang yung in the service of the Filipino, may iba yon.
Yes.
Kasi you could think of money, you would think of like exposure during the pandemic, and you would talk about survival. Sabi mo sa isang interview mo na yun talaga yun yung pinaglalaban natin. No? But you went more than that. What was it, Robs?
It's ano ba? Sagutin po to Sir Noel. I think it's more of sticking to what I believed in.
Galing.
Pumasok ako sa loob ng bahay ni Kuya at paglabas ko, nandun pa rin sila. Nung nawala ako, nandun pa rin sila.
Galing.
And ngayon yung opportunity na nangangailangan si ABS-CBN.
Galing.
Ngayon ako naman yung sasalo sa kanya. And kahit anong mangyari, I will be a kapamilya. And nung words na kapamilya forever, it's not just a phrase for me. It's a certain prayer.
That's true. Galing, no? Parang truth be told, you're offered opportunities outside. So, and it's tempting. People will like
Oh my gosh.
like the New Year gig that you had, like the usual New Year gigs, they would like offer you your normal talent fee when in fact it's in the industry practice now that people are slashing budgets because of cost cutting. No, we know that because we have talents in the network, and you would say, oh no, we'll build with you. Very Daniel Padilla who's saying, oh hindi ako aalis, paano ako makakatulong? Di ba parang doon yun yung doon ka parang matatouch sa mga taong magsastay na, bubukod sa magstay, tutulong pa para makabangon ulit. So, how did you refuse offers outside?
No, Um,
They're very tempting, Robs.
they were. Oh my gosh. Una present sa akin, hindi ba ano, nagsobra, nagkaroon ng typo sa zero dyan?
Nga, ganun yun, di ba?
Parang mali eh, parang mali. Pero I told them,
Bilang Atenistas, kung iniisip mo sarili mo, okay na okay eh. Di ba? Pero ang
Yeah.
tanong palagi natin, para kanino, it should be beyond ourselves.
yep. I asked them, well, some producers, some
Yeah.
folks, I asked them, ano ba yung end goal ng lahat? They said, syempre, we want to build you as this personality. We want to put ratings. And those were valid reasons. But when I asked my boss, my current boss right now, ano po yung vision na nakita nyo? Well, sabi nila, more than to put this company back on air, it's always and it has been and will always be in the service of the Filipino. And sabi ko,
Panalo sa philo-orals, di ba?
dito talaga ako. But I am not mad doon sa mga kapamilya artist na kinailangan talagang lumipat. Kasi at the end of the day, opportunity and people have to be pragmatic about it.
Okay, but we would understand them, but really, in the worst times, katulad din sa Bible, no? Test of character din naman yan.
Yep.
So mahirap na decision, pero at least you made a decision.
Yep.
And a liberating decision, at least, no? You might not be earning a lot, you might be working a lot with the Chroma board, pero parang it gives you the satisfaction knowing your end goal.
Yep. And I told them this one some of the people who approached me, and I have to thank them kasi it's really when you get offered, nakakakilig pala. It really gives you that revalidation of your worth, of what you have done.
Yes.
And people appreciate you. So maraming salamat po sa talks na binigay niyo po sa akin sa mga pagkakataon. And I would tell them na it's similar to a certain moment. Alam niyo yung kunyari pag may nawawala sa buhay natin, hindi tayo naka-move on. So I keep on telling them, kapag dumating na yung paru-paro, pag nakita ko na yung paru-paro, baka yun na po yung signal. Pero as of this moment, nagluluksa pa rin po ako, mabigat pa rin loob ko.
Oo eh.
And I can't work right kung hindi po aligned yung pakiramdam ko tsaka yung
parang any commitment like marriage, I guess, gagawin mong lahat to save it, di ba? para manatili. Tapos pag sinabi mo na sa Diyos, ginawa ko na lahat. Doon ka siguro parang baka ano. And well, may ibang manifestations ba? Did it take a toll on your health, or you were more you were happy when you made that decision? Or okay, buti na.
Prior to the sit down with the bosses, with the ABS-CBN bosses, parang
your action.
Ang daming may mga offers, and nakakilig po yung offers, pero nakakaano na ako ilang meetings din kasama si Jack tsaka si Johnny. Talking about whiskeys,
Okay.
So parang ano ba tong gagawin kong decision? It's like a sorting hat. If you have this certain thing sa Harry Potter, saan ba pa ako pupunta? Pero it's not the decision of the hat. It's ultimately your decision. At depende kung saan house ka mapupunta, doon ka magta-thrive.
Galing.
Ako, I will have to stick to Gryffindor.
Galing. No. Sabi ka natin, di ba? Parang we are defined by the things we say no to. And now, that's very adulting, no? Parang you said no to this, so you stand by the things you said yes to. So, okay yan. At least, pinangatawanan mo, Rob. Let's go through the different emotions in ABS. When were you most happy?
ABS-CBN.
Your career journey. Kailan ka pinakamasaya?
2008, when I got out of the house and my dad told me, "Anak, I'm proud of you."
Galing. To think, well, the context is, people are expecting you to be a doctor like them, because sabi mo nga, most of them or all of them are getting into medicine. And you would have been an ophthalmologist, tama ba yun?
Yes, because one of my lolos in Bacolod, he inspired me so much. So, to Tata Ato, if you're watching, sobrang proud na proud po ako sa inyo.
No one from show business, no one from the entertainment field na
You know, I was trying to connect myself. Feeling ano po ako eh. Feeling close kina Miss Eugene Domingo.
okay.
Naghanap ako ng kung parte ako sa family tree nila. Kasi Domingo, kay basta yung mga ibang mga artista.
Okay.
Sabi ko hindi naman pala. So,
okay lang yun. It's carving your own niche, I guess. Ang pinakamalungkot, Rob, sa industry.
Besides what happened recently?
Pwede na yun. Mag-qualify na yun. I guess when you're saddest, it teaches you a lot of things. I guess dito ka talaga gumawa ng crucial decisions, no?
Yep. Yung nakita ko mismo na nagpaalam yung ABS-CBN. Nag-off it.
Yes. Kailan ka pinaka na-challenge or pinaka-competitive?
When you put me in like a certain show and then I'm with the best of the best. Like with Tony, Bianca,
Okay.
Luis.
And it's a good competition, no? Yung tipong parang nakakahiya if I don't measure up. Di ba? Parang
Whenever I'm in ASAP, to be honest, ASAP, PBB, The Voice, there's always a song that plays in my head. It's Go the Distance.
Okay.
I want my Hercules moment na I wanna be part of that certain group na I wanna be with the small gods, small G gods. Parang alam mo 'yun? I wanna
For all you know, Rob, ikaw yung pinaka parang comfortable ally pag nandyan kasi you're able to speak your mind at saka mabilis mag-isip. And then, hindi ka mayabang. Yung tipong ganun na pagtatawanan mo yung sarili mo. So, yun siguro it's a practice of generosity too. Parang siguro galing dun sa Ateneo upbringing natin, no? Parang kung if you're so full of yourself, you can't share. So,
yes. Or if you're full of yourself, bawasan mo so you can learn more.
That's true. Next, kailan ka pinaka-sentimental in your journey in media?
Oh, wow.
Kailan ka naging senti?
Kailan nga ba ako naging senti? When it comes to work or...
Yes.
Okay, work-wise. Senti very recent memory was yung Game Ka Na Ba?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, but yung pinakaunang beses na sinabi sa akin ni Direk Loren sa PBB na mighty proud of you. And and people have to know this one. Direk Loren rarely compliments people.
That's true.
So, usually ang sinasabi niya, buti hindi ka nagkamali. Or sabihin na excellent. Excellent yung trabaho mo. Sabihin niya na yun naman yan ang reason ba't dito ka sa ABS. Yung reason ba't kita binabayaran.
That's true.
So, to hear those words na mighty proud of you, sabi ko, wow, okay.
Galing. That's a good validation for someone tama ka nga, who rarely gives compliments. But at this time, lalo na, no? Parang mas naging solid dahil may pinagdaanan yung network. At
yes.
Kapit kamay kayong lahat.
There was an event recently pala. Just have to share this one. Yung parang last day with Ate Bianca. With employees na it's a certain goodbye moment lang for them.
Yeah.
I had like a certain spiel.
Yes. We have to like give them the context. Parang yung retrenchment, before the retrenchment.
Yes. Yeah. Right, the day mismo na aalis na sila, last day ng mga employees na na-retrench, we had this virtual meeting for them. That's why doon sa loob ng ABS-CBN sa first floor, merong big wall to commemorate all of the services na ibinigay ng mga employees. So what happened was, nagkakaroon ng technical issue. We had to stretch a bit. And I said those words na, I'm so happy to be part of this family kasi, this network has been the home of big shows and has produced big winners. Pero ang totoong big winner, kayong mga employees. We have 11,000 employees na and we have 11,000 na big winners. And
Galing.
then, when I was saying that one, biglang tumunog yung cellphone ko. Tapos sabi ni Direk Loren, know that you are one of our big winners.
Galing.
And when I saw that message,
Yeah.
I was hosting and I was crying. Oh my God.
Bihira yun, ha? Robbie would have so much control of himself. Kasi when you're hosting, ang hirap maging emotional, di ba?
Oo. Ako pa naman, I'm a sensitive guy, pero pag may trabaho, I conceal my emotions.
That's true. Oo nga, nakakapag-host nga kayo ni Gretchen ng maayos, di ba?
Oh, wow.
Really different times. Nung nagawa niyo yun, ay, kaya nila talaga.
Professionalism. But Sir Noel, so say hi to Mikey as well, who's watching us.
Yun, right. Mikey, you were such a major influence dun sa yun sa conscientization kay Robbie with what happened to ABS-CBN. Anyway, next on, when did you feel most loved in the network? Well, yun na nga. Well, with the validation and all.
Ano ba? Actually, that moment when Mr. M made me cry.
Ah, talaga? In what way?
In such a way na it was Dance Kids. It was a reality show. I hosted it together with Alex Gonzaga. It did really well. It was with Teacher Jercel, Sir Andy Alves, and Vong Navarro. They were judges. And then, biglang pinastop taping ni ni Mr. M, yung buong production.
Okay.
And Alex Magbanua is a floor director in ABS-CBN na talagang pillar yan pillar.
And may hinging impediment, pero ang dami niyang nako-communicate, di ba?
Yes. Siya yung kanang hintuturo ni Mr. M.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and whenever you say something to him, he will respond in a comic way.
Okay.
Palagi nakakatawa. Pero ito yung moment na sinabi niya na ganito ginawa niya. Anak, guys, stop taping tayo. He's like 70, 80 plus years old. Stop taping tayo. Anak, pinapatawag ka ni Mr. M.
Wow.
Usap daw kayo sa booth. So I was like,
wow.
Okay. And then Mr. M, nagkaroon ako ng sermon on the mount. Matinding sermon talaga. About what I do on the stage. Kasi I have this certain way of hosting na parang PBB style. I extract every information matagal.
Okay.
Iba yung gusto niya mangyari for that show eh.
Sound bite lang. Parang the shorter time to
Yeah, pag nasa taas na, bitawan na. Move on to the next contestant. And basta pinagalitan niya ako ng sobra-sobra.
Live ba?
No, it was taped. Pero pagbaba ko, I asked one kid, kasi elimination round yan eh. When that certain kid cried, I cried as well. And people thought I was so sensitive ganyan. Pero may bubog na ako.
Okay.
Not because of the kid, but because of what happened with Mr. M. Pero doon ko nalaman na after that all of the cameramen, yung mga producers, tinap na lang yung shoulder ko, sabi na, ang swerte mo, pinagalitan ka ni Mr. M.
Pero sabihin mo sana kay Mr. M, tape naman eh, pwede namang i-edit.
No. Pero doon ako natuto talaga. And sabi ko, ito talaga yung gusto kong gawin. Kasi gutom talaga ako. I love what I do. And I am so hungry.
Ang galing. And kukunting atinisa yung magaganyan, Rob, ha? Parang it would be easy for them to like think of a career outside that makes a lot of money agad. But to think of your work as a mission or something na parang you'd live by, when did it happen?
When I got to certain places. Especially because of the voice.
Okay.
It helped me when yung task ko naman sa The Voice is I'm that guy who delivers the red envelopes containing the invitation of the artists.
Okay.
So whenever I go to certain parts of the area, it gives me a sense. I love Ateneo. I love the teachers. I love my batch. I love my schoolmates. But there are things that you learn outside the
That's true.
walls of Loyola as well.
That's true.
And yung simpleng, ano pong kinakain nyo dito?
That's
Or,
true.
kumusta po yung buhay? Again, very philosophical. Kumusta po yung buhay nyo dito? Masaya na kami. Ang pagkain namin dito, kanin at Milo.
Ah,
At kapag may celebration, kapag may birthday doon sa may Dalampasigan, sa may Zambales area, nagluluto kami ng itlog.
Okay.
So it's like, pagdating sa Manila or sa Quezon City, iniisip ko, yung itlog, it's part of your breakfast. Pero sa kanila, it's a big celebration. And it speaks volumes of the disparity of the gap. And yung kagustuhan mong itanggalin yung gap na yon or iparamdam sa kanila na dahil sa'yo naging special ako at ipanamdam doon sa kabilang dako ng spectrum na i-appreciate mo naman. Tignan mo naman kung ano nangyayari sa mundo. Hindi naman ito yung lugar lang natin, hindi lang ito yung mundo.
Galing, no? Parang a bigger community, a bigger world na nakita mo.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that was the point. So, yun yung nakapag-desisyon ka na eto na yung mundo ko. So, wala nang medicine, Rob? Or a fallback plan?
Well, I keep on saying na it's just there, no? I still have my degree sa BS Health Sciences.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to, syempre I got friends in the medical world. My parents, my family is from that sphere as well.
Yes.
Ayokong sabihin na fallback ko siya kasi studying medicine is no joke. It's not even a job.
Yeah.
Not even a job description. It's a commitment. And mas napagtibay yun dahil sa parents ko.
Mm-hmm.
And I told this one before sa Magandang Buhay and I will say it again because of this pandemic. Mas proud ako silang tawagin na magulang ko sila.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi I was one of the people who tried to sway them not to go to hospitals anymore, not to go to their work. Like, this is the best time to retire. Mag-retire na kayo. Get benefits. Sabi nila, anak, mas kailangan kami ngayon.
On the Philippines, no? Yeah.
Oo, so...
And Rob, again, it's beyond themselves. Kasi
yes.
Kailangan at proteksyon ng pamilya. Okay, gagawin nila yun. But again, yung learning natin the whole time, parang mas malawak, mas lagpas sa sarili.
Yeah, certain calling. At doon ako lalong humanga sa kanila. Kaya mas totoo yung definition ng commitment.
That's true.
Sa akin. So, yeah.
Galing. No, sabi ko nga, hindi natin namalayan tapos sa isang oras, mag-break lang tayo, no? Commitment, as told to us by our Theo of commitment teacher, is always a choice and a promise. A choice among all the other choices, katulad nung namili ka ng, aalis ka ba ng ABS o hindi, and a promise to make it work kung ano man yung napili mo. So, we'll just take a short break and we'll talk about your Ateneo days. Now, the looking back part at titingnan natin yung connect. Paano nga ba nag-connect yung buhay ni Rob? At hindi madali ho yun. Nasa media din ho ako, karaniwan, our being Ateneans are taken against us. Alam mo yun. So, we'll see how Robbie was molded into the person he is now. While after this short break from Radyo Katipunan. Galing, we never knew it.
Christmas is here once again. I've waited all year for this season, for this one time when the whole world seems to agree. Christmas songs fill the air, the spirit of giving is everywhere, and I share my world with you as you share yours with me. Baby, it's my favorite time of the year. I've got got your kisses to warm me when the nights grow cold. I've got you beside me, I've got you to hold as a million lights sparkle and shine. And I feel like the world is mine. Baby, it's my favorite time of the year. It's the season of love, my favorite time of the year. Christmas is here once again. I've waited all year for this season. I can't believe I've got what I had been longing for. Gifts for all to see under a tall and flawless tree, and with you right here in my arms, how could I ask for more? Baby, it's my favorite time of the year. I've got your kisses to warm me when the nights grow cold. I've got you beside me, I've got you to hold as a million lights sparkle and shine. And I feel like the world is mine. Baby, it's my favorite time of the year. It's the season of love, my favorite time of the year. Joy takes on a whole new meaning at Christmas time when I'm with you. If only I feel this way the whole year through. Baby, it's my favorite time of the year. I've got your kisses to warm me when the nights grow cold. I've got you beside me, I've got you to hold as a million lights sparkle and shine. And I feel like the world is mine. Baby, it's my favorite time of the year. It's the season of love, my favorite time of the year.
Wag mo na kayang palakasin, wag na wag mo na kayang palakasin, wag na
I switched to T. Wala. And then, wala. Ano pa rin. Whenever I get home, every time na umiiglip ako, kasi syempre, wake up in the morning, after that, taas ang energy mo, pag natulog ka, akala ko palagi nag-earthquake.
Pero ganun talaga yun, no? Pero
Sobra, gumagano'n yung katawan ko, parang wala, or nangyari. And then I can't sleep anymore.
hindi, pag the morning show kasi, minsan nauuna yung bibig sa utak, so mahirap. Well, anyway, we're on now, Rob.
Oh, we're back! Okay, hey, what's up, guys?
Ganda lang ng ano. We're talking about his future plans, but then it's now looking back. But before we go to looking back at Ateneo, three questions, fast questions lang. What should one do to succeed and become when they want to become a media personality? What do they have to do and have, Rob?
You have to have that certain kind of dedication.
Okay.
And kasi for me, talent is one. Yes, if you're so talented, it will guide you, it will help you.
That's
Pero
true.
yung concept of pakikisama
That's true.
is, I read your book before, Sir Noel, and totoo yan, mahirap talaga maging superstar. Mahirap maging star. It's
Yeah.
not an easy path kasi behind the glitz and glamour,
That's true.
it's not even politics eh. It's more of showing your true self.
That's true.
Kung
But we always say skill can be learned, but then goodwill or di ba, attitude will always be treasured. Yung iba, di ba, they're not so skilled, but they get the breaks. Why? Because they're easy to work with, marunong makisama and all. And you're one of
I don't have a skill at all. Sobrang galing ko lang makikisama.
develop yan. Second, what's the biggest lesson sa journey mo to stardom?
Especially when it comes to what I do, no?
Yes.
People ask me, what's the best thing that you learned when it comes to hosting?
Yeah.
People say, is it because of the ad-libs? Is it because you know the people? You do your research? Sabi ko, yeah, it really helps. But to become a good host, you need to know what you need to say. But to become a great host, you need to listen. That's the greatest
That's true.
parang that's the greatest paradox.
That's
Diba?
true. Totoo yan.
Pero totoo yan.
And be a good person. I guess that.
Yes.
Yung kabutihan mo bilang tao eh. And then the last one, if a person comes to you saying that he or she wants to become a star or someone like you, what would you tell that person before we leave the talk on stardom at pagsikat?
Are you ready?
Ang galing, no? O, tama yun. Kasi there was a
Or
time
more importantly,
TV
game
show.
ka na ba?
That's true. Dahil sa reality shows, people thought there's an easy way to stardom. But then, sabi nga eh, pagkatapos mong sumikat, ang tanong mo palagi, at katulad din ng pinag-uusapan natin, para kanino yung pagsikat mo, di ba? At para saan? And
There's a greater purpose behind what you get on TV, behind all the breaks. Kasi if you're doing it for yourself,
galing.
mabilis ka mawawala.
Galing. It should be beyond you. At ang dahilan kung bakit hindi nawawala si Robi ay dahil grounded siya sa mga napag-aralan niya at na nanasan niya nung nasa school pa rin siya. So, it's a major institution aside from his home. And now we're joined by people that Robi was with in school. And these are the people na siguro yon makakapagsabi rin sa atin a glimpse of what
oh my gosh.
the person that he is. So, we have two people. And actually, tatlo pa yan. O, una muna, ang bagong kasal na nandito nagsakripisyo para yon mag-coordinate ng lahat ng ito. Nandito, si Neil Reyes, mabuhay ang bagong kasal, Neil.
Mabuhay ang bagong kasal.
Oy, good afternoon. Hi, Rob.
Hi, what's up, Neil? Wow.
Kasal. Okay. Tell us your interaction with Robbie. Kailan mo nasabi na kaibigan mo nga siya?
Uy.
Neil, be careful, ha? Lots of people, my parents are watching.
Hindi, baka nung pinanood ka namin habang pumapasok ka sa bahay.
Okay.
Pero bago yun, Sir Noel, no? Throughout high school talaga. Robbie and I had been classmates from second year to fourth year high school.
Galing.
Yun talagang alam mo na si Robbie, maasahan mo yan sa school, academics.
Okay.
Sa pa, maasahan ko rin yan.
Be careful. No, you know what's weird these days?
Right.
Sir Noel?
Yeah.
When I go to certain symposiums sa mga school events,
Yeah.
they would say, Kuya Robi. Yeah, Kuya Robi.
Okay.
Teacher ko po si Neil Reyes.
Alan na. Okay.
So it's like, yeah, upper batch ko po yun.
Wow.
Kasi sabi. Kasi ayoko sabihin na magka-batch kami. Kasi kung sinabi na teacher ko si Sir Neil, baka tawagin nila akong Tito Robs na.
Kala ko naman.
Sabi ka naman, kuya lang naman.
Kala ko ang sasabihin mo dun sa taong yun, niligawan ka ba niya?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Kilabot yan ng mga bundok.
Okay.
Neil Reyes.
Sa mga bulubundo.
Who was your group mate daw in certain school projects, Robs? Nung nag-aaral kayo. Nandito si Nico Malilin. Hello,
I
Nico.
know, yan.
Hello! Hi, Sir Noel.
Hello,
Hi,
magandang.
Neil.
Hi, what's up?
Gulat ka, no? Night time ako.
Sobrang na-surprise talaga ako. Knowing these people, especially silang dalawa, sobrang busy niyan. Si Neil is a great professor. No?
Hindi kami nahirapan na i-confirm sila kasi nga, bihira yung ganitong usap. Sabi nga natin, if there's anything about this pandemic, if you're not in touch with people na kaibigan, sinasabi mong kaibigan mo, hindi mo talaga kaibigan. Di ba? Kasi for many months, kung hindi mo man lang kinumusta tong mga to, iba. Pero Neil, you were saying, it was a different Robbie you were talking to during this pandemic.
Kasi ano na talaga siya, Sir Noel, no? Parang focus na talaga. Yan, si Robbie. Ngayon pandemic. Ba't ka natatawa, Rob?
Kasi before, hocus-pocus talaga ako. And when I was in high school, talagang hindi naman ako nagsasalita talaga. Sir Noel. Promise. Hindi niyo ako makikita sa mga events, hindi niyo ako makikita ganyan. Sa soiree po. 3 or 4 na soiree lang ipinuntahan ko. Kasi sobrang...
Sa story na yun, siya lagi yung pinipili.
Hindi talaga ako.
Yan.
Hindi ko kaya
Kaya
maipag-usap.
hindi namin pinapapunta.
Kaya namin binabanggit kong kailan kasi parang siya lang yung kailangan sa soiree. Pag invited siya.
I just have to share this, no? I'm really proud of my section in high school, the M Boys. Kasi yung M naman po kasi, it's classified as an honor section, semi-honors.
Okay.
For Filipino. But in order to get to that certain section, parang you have to take a test dun sa mga regular sections. So, I came from 1L.
Okay.
Neil came from
1J.
Oh, wow, your favorite letter. And then si Malilin,
N.
Okay, yun. So, yung most of our classmates are from Tulong Dunong. Ibig sabihin, talagang gutom. Tsaka, we were placed in that certain section na hindi sa dog eat dog eh. Pero, pagalingan tayo, pero sama-sama tayong aakyat. Hindi siya crab mentality, and same time na-imbibe namin yung values nung mga nung mga TD students na okay, alam namin yung gutom kaming lahat and we want everyone to succeed. Kaya sabay-sabay tayong aangat. That's what I love about M-Boys.
Nico, game. Sabihin mo paano si Robbie bilang ka-group sa mga projects?
Group sa projects? Careful ba dapat ako? Anyway, si Robbie seatmate ko yan madalas palagi. As in, katabi ko ata palagi ito si Robbie. So pagdating sa mga pair work, siya lagi yung kasama ko.
Okay.
Sabi ko, actually, iniisip ko dati. Ako yung usual mas taga-remind. Parang pareho kaming grade conscious. Sabi mo na, Robbie, kung tama. Pareho kaming grade conscious. Pero ako yung mas tipong, ito na yung gagawin, ito yung checklist, ito yung sa'yo, ito yung ambag ko. Mas gano'n. Siguro mas control freak siguro ako. Pagdating sa, Pero syempre, marami namang ambag yan si Robbie.
Robbie a diligent student? Was he studious?
Palagi naman nag-aaral niya. Pero yun nga, like sabi niya kanina, mas tahimik siya. So hindi siya parang
tahimik lang siya, Sir Noel.
Tipo kid na parang, matalino ako, nag-aaral ako palagi. Hindi siya showy as a student. Pero alam mo na talagang masipag naman mag-aaral yan.
Where did he excel? Saan siya nag-excel ng mga subjects?
Nag-excel. Sorry. Subject mo yung sorry. PE. Usually, sa mga math, diba, usually pag math, ang natatanda ko dati, lagi ako nagko-compare ng grades ko sa kanya. At saka sa iba. Madalas kami mag-compare. Ayun nga, competitive kami sa isa't isa. Pero syempre, talaga kami sa sabay-sabay kami maangal. Alam ko math, I remember correctly before math. Tsaka nung nag-honors, tama ba, may isang sem na nag-first on, nagyabang bigla. Nung medyo naka-ahon kami ng konti, yan, halos sabay-sabay din kami ata nun, diba? Same sem ba?
Galing.
Yeah. Sa same group.
Same group. Lahat ata yun ang tinawid natin pareho. Kaya siguro pareho tayo ng grades.
Even before ABS-CBN happened, conscious na agad ako sa ratings. Numbers game talaga ako. Kailangan na angat to Okay, ano gagawin natin?
Ang galing. Pero hindi sa sweldo. Kasi numbers yun, So never.
Sweldo, nagkakaroon po ako ng ng certain fear knowing my
salary.
Knowing my salary, how much I worth. Kasi for me, it's not about the money. I know people are gonna say, kasi privilege talk yan. Pero ako kasi, it's more on, ayokong ilagay yung numbers na ibibigay mo sa akin doon sa value na ibibigay ko sa'yo. Kasi always, ibibigay ko yung buong buo ko. Kahit na magkano pa yan.
Because, truth be told, in media, Robs, we don't know how much we're, at least sa ABS, no? May mga shows na sasabak ka na lang, hindi mo alam kung magkano yung bayad sa'yo, di ba? Pero yun, gagawin mo rin lang naman. And a lot of gratis, no? Lalo na pag yung sina Neil na yung tatawag sa'yo at kailangan ka mag-talk dun sa mga seminars ni Neil, no? Wala namang mga perang ganon. Anyway, as barkada, saan yung tambayan nyo? Nung nasa school kayo?
High school for sure sa labas ng classroom or cafeteria. Kasi sir, talaga we are, I guess they could agree with me, kami yung mga show my boys.
Okay. What does that mean?
Show my boys, literal. For 35 pesos yata, you get show my rice. A drink na. Yan yung lunch namin. Kasi iniipon namin yung matitira nun pang Dota, pang Counter-Strike, or pang Ligaw at the end of the week.
Paswari.
Lalo na kay Robi. Hindi ko na pwede bagitin yung kay Neil, kasal na siya
But that's the routine, no? Lahat kami sabay-sabay, paunahan dun sa cafeteria.
Okay.
Tapos, kasi nagkakaubusan may supply-demand yung siomay Pag hindi ka nakaabot sa 35 pesos, ang susunod nun, mga 60 pesos na yung beef rendang.
Ang galing.
So mas mahal yun. So laman tiyan lang. Laman tiyang,
Matawid dun sa pader ng La Vista? Did you experience that?
Ay, ako hindi.
Yung pader ng La Vista or LGV po?
Yeah, no, LGV and La Vista. Yeah.
May yan, diba? Third year quad nga ba yun?
Yes. I remember those moments.
Malapit ang classroom namin doon sa Maygawiran.
Sa likod ng Art Pavilion. Just because, na-experience namin yan just because of Landi again.
Okay.
Dinadamay mo naman kami.
Hindi, totoo.
Kami tumatambay na kami sa labas ng classroom
No, big thanks din sa group na to, sa mga friends ko, especially kay Nigel Lee na sinamahan ako before, during my third year yata, na sobrang inlababo. Nilakad ko mula doon sa third year quad, papuntang Banapol.
Wow, ang layo nun.
Layo. Tapos pabalik. Papunta bahay doon sa likod sa LG. At ang reason
ko rin yung kwentong yan.
Ang reason ko ay sabi nila mag-tricycle ka. Sabi ko, ang mahal ng tricycle, 30 pesos. Lalakari ko na lang.
Iba talaga nagagawa ng yaman natin.
Ng landi. Oo. Kung may spirit animal ako,
talaga yung
ako, ang spirit animal
dedication ni Robi.
Dedication ko. Isa-isang tao lang naman siguro.
Isang group naman. Tao pa lang.
Isang class, hindi. Isa-isa. Basta isa.
Yung nga, sabi nila yung spirit animal nila before, bear, eagle, ako higad.
So, how did you know if Robbie was in love during that time? Well, anong epekto ng pag-ibig kay Robbie?
Well, yun nga. Una, kaya magtipid sa tricycle pero may pambili ng banapol. yung priorities ng gastos niya parang hindi na nagbe-make sense. Pag ano yan, gigising ng maaga, pag mga kailangan may iaabot na mga pagkain, ganyan, may kailangan salubungin ng mga service. Tama ba? Okay. Nagdadahan-dahan ako, baka nila i-message ako sa tabi.
No, but he's one devoted person who would, ang language of love niya ay regalo.
I think so.
Okay. So it's
And
that.
service. Kasi nakailang book report din po ako na ginawa. Hindi naman related sa book report namin.
Okay.
Pwede sana kung copy-paste pero hindi eh. Binasa ko rin yung libro eh. Sabi ko, ano to? Magis?
Magis.
So yun, at least alam natin kung anong epekto ng pag-ibig kay Robbie. But then here, can we talk about, well, this is a learning thing also. Sino yung mga teachers na may malakas na impact sa inyo? So we would like to pay tribute to them also and like thank them for the lessons learned. Kanino nagalit na teacher si Robbie? Or uminit ang ulo? May ganun ba? Yung tipong palagi niyang kadiskusyon? Wala. May alam ba?
Wala magsalita, baka
Meron ba?
pagbalikan.
Okay lang, wala naman na tayong wala na tayong bearing masyado. Wala tayong kagradean na eh. Meron ba?
Diploma ninyo. Okay.
Wala naman po ako na or na naasar po ako.
Wala.
Wala naman. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
May naalala bigla.
Pinaalala.
Well, she is loved by everyone naman. She's not there anymore. Miss Honey De Peralta.
Okay.
Yeah, wala
Wala na doon.
Kasi sometimes, yung pag nagalit ka daw, yung source of galit mo, yun yung pinaninindigan mo eh. So, what did you fight for, Rob?
Nothing big naman po. It's grade conscious po talaga kasi ako noon eh.
Okay.
And there was that moment lang na binigyan niya ako ng B sa conduct ko just because I was talking to a seatmate na nagtanong sa akin regarding her topic.
Okay.
So it was hindi minsan na po ako magsalita at nung nagsalita ako, bini niya agad ako sa conduct for not listening or being too noisy. Pero ang point nun, si Lumibaw yun eh. Si Brian Lumibaw yun.
Okay.
Klase na, kaya during that moment, sabi ko, kasalanan, hindi ko naman kasalanan yun. Tapos ako pa yun,
So, but were you drawn to strict teachers or you wanted teachers to be your friends?
I think the teacher na associated sa klase namin talaga, more than, except our moderators, syempre given na po yun eh, is Sir Champao Reyes.
Okay.
Sir Champao. Iba yung manner of teaching niya eh. Tsaka, before sobrang hangang-hanga kami na doon sa MacBook niya. Kasi during circa 2007, 2008, pag may MacBook ka, talagang big deal yun. Parang ang social mo naman na teacher.
Okay.
Pero yung subject niya is tulong-dunong. Diba? All about charity. Tapos pag narinig, pag dinikit na yung laptop niya doon sa projector, narinig mo rin yung sound na yung tut 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 tut. Yung bubble sound.
Nilalakasan yung volume.
Nilalakasan yung volume. Parang, teacher namin yan. Sulit bayad namin.
Ang galing. Kasi, Neil knows this, no? Parang sanay tayo dun sa authoritarian rule, di ba? Sa bansa nga natin, ganun, no? Pero, Neil, di ba, may mga teachers na talagang terror. Pero through the years, nag-shift na yung kagustuhan ng mga estudyanteng teachers na mas matututo ka kung komportable pa. Sino? Let's pay tribute to your teachers.
Barkada.
Sino yung mga teachers na naalala nyo na malakas yung impact sa inyo?
Ako yun nga, si Jampa has been really a memorable one. Kasi nga, even at times na feeling namin wala kaming mapapakitang mukha sa kanya. Kasi hiyang-hiya yung buong class. Para yung type na mas pinakita niya na he's forgiving, di ba, sa lahat ng bagay. And the support talaga in terms of our growth is there. Other things siguro, memorable, si Ron Kapinding, our moderator as well.
Yeah, yep.
Si Sir Ron, mas matapang siya, to some extent, di ba? Mas strict siya. Yeah. Pero kasi napapaliwanag niya sa'yo kung bakit niya kailangan maging stricto, ano kanya talagang minomold diba, as a student. So, malaking influence definitely sila sa amin. Okay. So, we think right now, diba, ano mga pinapaniwalaan namin sa buhay, malaki talaga yung impact na yun. More than kung ano man tinuturo nilang subject nun. It really goes beyond that.
Galing. Neil, ikaw, nagturo ka, so sinong teacher yung parang, gusto kong maging katulad niya?
Siguro sir, same as yung sinabi ni Nico, si Sir Ron, si Sir Ron Kapinding, our co-host din dito sa Radyo Katipunan. Iba rin nga kasi talaga yung impact niya, pati yung kung paano niya pinapaliwanag sa amin in practical terms, yung mga philosophical Filipino terms, plus naging estudyante ko yung anak niya nung nagturo ako. Kaya malaki talaga yung impact niya sa akin.
Gante-gante ba o ano?
Siyempre, kinakabahan ako, Filipino rin tinuturo ko. Yung tinuturuan ko, anak ng Filipino teacher ko, di ba?
Oo.
Ayun, well,
the great thing about Sir Ron as well is kahit Filipino yung tinuturo niya, philosophical man talaga siya eh.
Yeah, that's true.
So napapasok na lahat ng mga, kaya nung nagkaroon kami ng philosophy classes college.
Yes.
Narinig ko na to nung high school eh. Dahil kay Sir Ron, ito pala yun.
That's true. At ang lakas ng impluwensya ng philosophy at theology na pagdating sa core curriculum natin sa college.
Oh, that's true.
If there's anything, it's really discipline, and I guess, well, Rob, yan yung disiplina sa academe at creativity sa media, yun yung challenge talaga, yung pagsamahin mo yan. Kasi kung media work lang, minsan, di ba, nag-meeting kayo para mag-set ng panibagong meeting, walang agenda. So, pero yung disiplina talaga sa academe, gusto mong balik-balikan. What else do you remember from your school life na dala-dala nyo hanggang ngayon? Kayong lahat. What were the valuable lessons, if there's anything? Well, yun, discipline na pa.
Oh, Neil.
Well, Sir Noel, since kung dahil nasa Ateneo pa rin naman ako, I mean until now,
yes.
Nakikita ko pa rin talaga yung even though times may have changed, it's the same Ateneo, it's the same principles that we uphold. Kahit yung students natin ngayon, marami kasing nagsasabi na yung mga Gen Z parang iba na talaga, ganyan. But parang ganun. Pero I personally see the same passion, the same fire na gusto pa rin nilang tumulong sa nation building. Parang they still see themselves working on something bigger than themselves, parang ganun. So yung ganun, that inspires me even more.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Nico, ikaw?
Ako, I think yung dala-dala ko pa rin ngayon, tsaka siguro one of the reasons why nasa field ako ng HR or human resources is really on the service for other people. Tsaka yun nga, people development. I find fulfillment when I see other people grow. Diba? So yan, malaking impluwensya talaga ng Ateneo sa akin yon, with my mom as part of the academe, all of my teachers. Yung I want to pay it forward. Yung natanggap ko na pag-aaruga ng mga guro namin noon, beyond dun sa mga klase, yung gusto ko laging nagagawa din sa mga empleyado, sa lahat ng mga nakasalamuha ko sa work, or even lahat in my speaking engagements. Yun, I think that's very important. Yung service.
That's true.
Spirit of service in any aspect of work, in any field, has to be always there. Yun yung dala-dala ko namin.
Galing, Nico, kasi parang since we have the facility, we have to be the voice of those people who can't be heard. Di ba? Yeah. Yun yung magandang service na nabibigay din natin. Rob, ikaw?
Ako, whenever I think about my high school life, I always think about that classroom. At dun sa classroom namin, Sir Noel, magyayabang ako ng slide.
Go.
Yung classroom namin na ang bintana, yung ano pangalan nito? Yung curtain namin ay gawa sa samot-saring mga banners na napanalo na namin throughout the... We have like 60 plus banners. Mm-hmm. Tama ba? Tama ba yung accounting ko?
Oo, marami. At ba, inuwi ko ata lahat.
Ay, minawi ako isa.
Ayan, mga 60 plus banners mula intramurals hanggang sa mga iba't ibang competition. At sa harap nun, sa taas ng pisara ng blackboard, nakalagay yung mga katagang pag-ibayuhin pa.
That's true.
So,
level up always.
Always. At kapag na-imagine ko yung at nakikita ko yung image na yun ng classroom namin, lalo kong ginaganahan kasi nakita ko yung real meaning ng excellence. And the real meaning of excellence is not just a personal kind na magsasucceed kayong lahat dahil nga nasa loob ng classroom.
Galing.
Kailangan aangat lahat. So,
Galing, no? Parang excellence, and then it's equally distributed to everyone, no?
to
Lahat.
everyone.
Hindi pwedeng excellent lang kasi marami tayong kilala na magagaling, di ba? Pero sa iba napunta, di ba? Or pang sarili. Pero yun, para sa lahat, at yun, para makatarungan ng lahat. Pero let's level this up. I think there's someone who's joining us still. Justin, can you let him in now? Ayun.
Oh, no.
Meron pa daw siyang
Mas kinakabahan si Robi ngayon. Hindi ko alam.
Nakakabahan na si Robi ngayon.
Actually, mas kinakabahan ako para sa kanya. At kinakabahan ako para sa Katipunan.
Can you introduce him, Rob? One of your dearest friends also is a doctor now.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the future icons of psychiatry. Not just in the Philippines, but in the world. The one and only Dr. Jonic Antonio. All right. And that's it. Maraming salamat for tuning in. That's what We'll be back next week. Hindi ba tapos?
Binabahan
Ayaw tuloy mag-connect.
What do you remember of Jonic? Oh, well, yun, he's living your dream, Rob. He's a doctor now. Well, doctor dahil parang to medical doctor or nag-doctor PhD?
Medical as well. He's from UPMD rin UPMD, pero ang kinuha niyang track ay ano man say pero. At ang kinuha niyang track ay psychiatry.
Galing. And really now, di ba? During this pandemic, grabe yung mga pinagdadaanan ng tao in terms of mental health. I guess of help really. Do you call him during this pandemic?
Kausap ko lang siya kahapon. Natapos kami ng mga 2 a.m.
Actually, oo. Para sabi ko kanina umaga, ba't nag-uusap pa kayo ng madaling at tinulugan ko na silang dalawa. Nag-uusap pa kayo ng kalahuna.
At anong ikinsulta mo, Rob?
Wala po. Ano lang eh. Whenever I call Jonic naman, it's not a professional call. Ayan. It's more...
Sorry.
So,
medical frontliner natin yan.
Okay. Jonic, okay. We're talking about your school days, your days in school. No? If there's anything you learned from each other, what's that valuable lesson learned na hanggang ngayon dala-dala nyo?
Huwag manakit ng taga Miriam at saka Assumption.
Yun yung tinuro ko kay Robi.
From experience.
Oo, yun yung tinuro ni... Uy, si Neil pala dito. Ay, Neil.
Hindi nga namin alam eh. So, thank you.
Reunion ba to?
Reunion yan. Parang in time of pandemic, pwedeng ipaglaban yung pag-ibig. Galing. Anyway. So, Jonic, go. Anything that you've learned?
Anything na dala-dala namin sa high school, maliban dun sa mga bawal i-share, siguro yung kami yung class na known na hindi kami yung parang innately sobrang talino, hindi kami gano'n, pero ma-effort kami. Doon kami bumabawi sa effort.
That's good.
I think they would agree. Yung the other three would agree. Yun talaga doon lang talaga kami bumabawi, wala kami masyadong galing so
Andun yung sir, I told you, M boys is that class na M class is that certain group na laging gutom.
Okay. That's parang
physically and goal wise. Parang talaga gutom talaga kami. Siomai rice ba naman kainin mo?
At this point of your life, no, parang okay, anong punto na yung tipong pinag-uusapan nyo? At it's adulting already, no? So it's no more, well, maganda yung reminiscing part of your good times, pero ano yung concerns? Like si Robbie, no? Maintaining a condo and living alone vis-a-vis living with the family, that's a concern now, no? What are the very real concerns? Like si Neil, no? Tutuloy ko ba yung kasal ko ngayong may pandemya? That's a decision. No, well, what do you talk about? What are the concerns now? Personal concerns of someone in the batch?
Yeah, usually I bring up sa kanila yung career, 'di ba? Parang yung mga challenges ko sa company, yung mga ganyan, parang how do I deal with certain people, yung mga ganun. So I also get advice from them, and it's also good kasi iba yung perspective kasi wala sila sa corporate. 'Di ba? Meron ka na sa entertainment, sa medical, 'di ba? Pero ka na sa academy. So maganda na nakakuha ko ng ibang perspective
Galing.
na kaya i-apply sa sarili ko na isa ibang area ulit.
Ang galing. Are you in the jobs that you think you'd stay on until well, a long time already? So, nandun na ba yun or you're still in that stage na naghahanap pa kayo kung ano pa yung careers na tutunguhan nyo pagkatapos?
Ako, set na ako in clear na I want to be in a field na I help people grow. That's why siguro it's in HR or organizations grow.
Galing.
So whether anong company yan, etc., basta it's all about success of other people and being part of that is something that I find fulfilling.
Galing, nakaka-proud. Well, Neil, ikaw, na-resolve mo na ba na dyan ka na sa Ateneo tatanda or makakabuhay ba ang salary ng Ateneo para sa bago mong buhay? Tapos dito ka nag-tender ng resignation. Dito sa... Neil, ikaw.
Wala natin disconnection bigla. Kinabahan siya sa tanong mo, Sir Noel.
Kinabahan sa tanong. Okay. Well, again, Jonik, for example.
Hello.
Okay, hello Neil. Sabi ko, are you in your in a career that you'd stay on for the longest time, or you think of like leaving academe because it can't support your family eventually?
Well, maraming din, Sir Noel, maraming factors talaga, 'di ba? Ayun nga, nabanggit niyo, one thing is the yung kung enough ba yung nababalik. But right now, siguro I'm in that stage na talagang balancing and weighing the options. Right now siguro dahil din newly married, syempre ito na rin yung options ko pa. Oh, tuwan-tuwa naman sila.
Hindi namin nakala kasi pwede pala mangyari yon, isang heartthrob.
Oh, wow.
Kilabot ng mga colleges basta settle down. Pero we're just so happy.
Colleges.
Robi, mukhang siya yung magtitinda ng sushi bake. Sa
University belt. Dami.
Bili ko kayo.
Ayan, sushi bakes.
This eh.
For sure. But Neil, go back to what you were saying.
So,
So balancing siya talaga ngayon, Sir Noel, no. Pero right now I'm actually still enjoying talaga what I do in OSA, in working with the student organizations. Parang they still continue to inspire me na parang even if you find yourself in a in a desperate situation siguro, parang between a rock and hard place, talagang makakahanap talaga ng paraan tong mga estudyante natin. Kaya yun, nakaka-inspire pa rin sila.
We had this talk, parang okay maging administrador, pero try to find that faculty status so that you can like teach on the side, no? So that would augment your salary there. If you're serious kasi sa academe, go faculty and then go administration. So yun yung way. Ang mahirap dyan, you have to get a further degree. That's a politics of academe. Lahat naman sa fields natin may politika. So the politics of academe is earning a higher degree. So that's it. So Nico, ikaw okay nga. So corporate job. So at nakikita mong lumalaki at tatagal ka basta nakakatulong sa ibang tao. Doc Jonik, dyan.
Yes, sir.
Sa pagdodoktor. Inaral mo na yan eh.
Wala na. No turning back na to, sir. I see myself doing this until the end. So, I don't see myself doing any other thing aside from being a doctor. So, yan. So, basically, that's it. No? Tuloy-tuloy lang talaga to. And given the pandemic, no, mas lalo tayo kailangan ng mga tao. So, we try to take up the challenge.
Ang galing. How do you deal with dissonance at this point? When Robbie just went through that, no? When offers are bigger, money offers are bigger, and temptations are there to jump ship to make leaps of faith, no? Pero yun,
especially abroad.
Yes, and you're drawn back to your core. Paano nyo na-handle yung mga ganon? Kasi lahat siguro kayo ngayon, nasa crossroads, no? Ng paggawa ng major decisions sa buhay. Kasi at this point sa amin, parang it's established na, parang it's leaving a legacy work na yun sa amin. Sa inyo parang you have the capacity to try out other skills, lalo na this pandemic, no? Parang ang dami pang ibang skills na dinedevelop yung mga tao. But what brings you back to your core, and who brings you back to your core? Probably baka yun yung tanong. Sige. Robi, sige, go.
Who brings me back to my core? My family, of course. And truth be told, no, these people right here, and hindi ko sinasabi to dahil nandito kayo, pero kasi whenever I see these faces, naalala ko kung sino ako dati at kung ano yung mga pangarap ko sa buhay ko.
That's
So
true.
they are my friends, and they serve as great reminders of that pag-ibayuhin pa moment for me. Ano ba yung kaya kong ipag-ibayo pa? Saan pa ako mas kailangan? At saan ba ako mas makakapag-serve pa? And going back to our discussion before, we have this certain group sa class namin na we try to synchronize and synergize our work sa mga ginagawa nung bawat isa sa amin. And sinabi namin, joke lang before na sabay-sabay tayong aangat. Pero kung bumaba ako, sabay-sabay din tayo bababa. Parang ganun. Pero ang totoo niyan, we try to bring out the best in each other, and kung ano man yung kailangan, kunyari si Doc kailangan ng tulong sa psych department for mental health awareness. Okay, punta tayo dyan. Kasi siya yung champion dyan sa larangan na yan Kung si Malils naman may kailangan para sa parang sa product niya when it comes to that certain brand. Okay, punta tayo dyan. We have to remind people na kumakaltas na malaki.
Okay.
And when it comes to, of course, all of the teachers, all of the professors, dumunta tayo kay Neil kasi saludong-saludo talaga kami lahat sa mga guro. And hindi talaga biro ginagawa ng mga kasama natin dito.
Galing. Neil, go. Who tells you to go back to your core? What voice is that brings you back to your, okay, dito ka dapat?
Your wife, I think. Dito ka lang.
Of course. Yun yung unang sagot, syempre. Huwag kang aalis ng bahay, dito ka lang. Pero, yeah, seriously, it's really, of course, my wife. And you know, yung family rin talaga, just like Robbie. And ayun, Sir Noel, ito wala rin halong pambobola, pero talagang kapag nakikita-kita ulit kaming M-boys, I get the same feeling na ito yung mga kasama ko dati, and natutuwa ako parang kapag nakikita ko sa kaming lahat na sabay-sabay nga na parang succeeding in our own chosen fields. Nakakatuwa. So parang you go back then to the moment na parang oo nga pala, parang I started with these people. At sila yung nagpapaalala sa akin na kailangan kong magpatuloy.
We have to go back to your original answer. You said your wife, and your wife is correct.
But what is it about high school friends that grounds you? Di ba? Iba talaga yung, that was the time you didn't have any other intentions but be friends, no? Parang ganon.
We have this great metaphor. It was said by Sir Ron Kapinding.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. Sabi ni Sir Ron, yung best moments mo makikita mo na high school. Why? Kasi ito yung pagkakataon na parang papel ka pa lang Parang isang buong papel. Pagdating mo na ng mga college, tama ba? Tama? That's Sir Ron, di ba? Sinabi niya na pag habang tumatanda ka, unti-unti mong ginugupit kung sino ka talaga. Pero masarap lang balikan yung pagkakataon na buong-buo ka at hindi mo pa alam kung ano yung kailangan mong gawin. Ang alam mo lang, ito yung mga kasama ko sa hirap at ginhawa.
Galing nga kasi naghiwalay-hiwalay yung iba sa inyo nung college. Pero buo pa rin itong grupong to. Bakit ganon, Doc? Bakit ganon yung bond?
I think hindi rin siya actually parang tuloy-tuloy na friendship. That's a great thing about our friendship For a time I think college di naman kami masyado nag-usap ni Rob Mga fourth year college na ulit ata kami nag-usap Pero after nun,
friend siya nun?
I think he was so busy at the time, and then we had our own things nung mga panahon na yon. So med school na kami ulit nag-usap. So parang din sina Malils and si Neil. Pero yung ano kasi yung samahan ng high school, I think it helps na syempre sa Ateneo kasi 'di ba may block section. So for 3 years magkakasama kayo eh. So
Yeah.
medyo wala rin kayong choice kundi maging close. So it's either you hate each other or matututunan yung mahalin yung isa't isa. And we ended up on the good side. We ended up parang becoming brothers. So yun, hindi na namin matatawaran yun. I don't think magbabago pa yun habang buhay.
And some sisters.
It's all
Pamilya nga.
it's really all shared values. Nico, go.
Yun nga, I think nung high school, other than na wala ka naman choice, kayo magkakasama the whole time, di ba? Yun nga, you really get to build that relationship eh. Kasi mas nakilala mo talaga isa't isa. Kung ano yung mga pet peeve, ano yung mga gusto. Gusto mo balikan din yung mga tayo sa nag-aaway-aaway kayo. Mga ganun. Na ngayon tinatawanan. Ngayon tinatawanan ko na lang.
Nag-awayan nyo. Was there
Ay,
any
ba't nga ba nabanggit ko kasi?
is there anything aside from your being competitive sa grades?
Personalities would clash. Especially kung maraming alpha. Talagang kaaway yan. Tapos, syempre, ang maganda doon, nagkaayos naman po.
Who was the peacemaker among the barkadas?
Ako ata, sir.
Okay.
No, definitely not. He was the initiator.
Yung mediator being a psychologist, so hindi yun. Okay. So, as you matured, parang iba na nga yung concerns. And, well, let's go to the pandemic in the last few minutes of talk, no? So, it's already, the 216th day of our quarantined lives. So, and you've been in touch. Yun naman yung ano. And what got us together, and well, if there's anything that strengthened the whole thing was una muna pamilya, no? So, how did your family address this pandemic, Rob? Isa-isa lang. So, ano yung greatest lesson about being with your family for that long a time? How did it work?
Personally, kasi ako, iba yung situation ko eh. Sila yung sinasabi na ng lahat na bawal lumabas, sila yung labas ng labas, but not for themselves, no? But for their, sa kanilang calling eh, sa commitment nila. And doon ko nalaman, just like what I told you a while ago, sir, na iba yung iba talaga pag mahal mo yung trabaho mo, pero mahal mo yung ginagawa mo.
That's good, yeah. Another case is Neil kasi ang layo niya. Well, we got to like talk kasi nga meron kaming ganung check-up session sa Radyo Katipunan. Neil, nasa Bataan yung mga pamilya mo. Paano kayo finally nagkita? And how did you survive?
Yes, well actually yung dad ko kasi Sir Noel, my dad is a doctor in Bataan. So hindi namin siya nakita nung nag-start yung quarantine, hindi namin siya nakita for almost 2 months. And we only just communicated with him through phone, so hindi namin alam kung kumusta siya talaga, no? Pero sorry,
Anong kasal mo siguro?
Umabot naman siya, yan, kasi nandun siya.
Okay.
So yun talaga yung time away and knowing that he's doing something, yun nga, sabi rin ni Rob, no, doing something not for himself but for other people made me even prouder to have a father like that. And even my mom who stayed with us through everything kahit wala si dad. Yung bond ng family talaga lalo pang nabuo, no, ngayong quarantine.
Nico, ikaw, ano yung effect nun being with your family 24/7 and for what? 216.
Pero parang sa may rebuilding ng relationship. Kasi ever since working in BGC, I rent a place eh. So Mondays to Fridays, I'm in Taguig. Only on weekends. And most of the time, gabi, late na ako umuwi. Yeah. So I rarely really get to spend time with them. So at least this time around, nakita mo sila every morning. Diba? Lahat ng mga mas face-to-face yung interactions, mas nakakamusta mo sila even in between of the work. So mas naging strong yung relationship, mas we are able to support each other. Mas nakita namin yung may mga pinagdadaanan din sila na challenges, may mga kinasasaya din sila na you would want to celebrate with them also. So yun yung mga okay na opportunity talaga na nakapag-spend ka ng time with your family face-to-face, especially for me.
And the importance of routine, no? Parang yun, you were able to build family routines and probably start traditions, no? Like praying mo. We'll talk about that later. But Johnny, ikaw, in psychology now, parang as the families were brought closer, meron din, this is a high time also for people separating. Tama ba yun, Johnny? Why so?
Separating. Ngayon kasi I think very uncertain kasi yung mga
Yeah.
nangyayari. I think that's one of the reasons
Yeah.
na although I think naman at this time it's not sabi nga nila 'di ba yung the concept of social distancing. It's
Yeah.
actually more of mas bagay the physical distancing na
Yes, yeah.
term because this is the time to actually bring everyone closer
That's
to each
true.
other. So
So,
yun.
and then the redefinition of family, diba? You can be apart, but you feel like yun nga, you're in a community. Well, at your age now, I guess yun nga, the definition of family has become bigger. Yun nga, family is also your workmates, Robbie, o yung kapamilya mo, naging yun nga, mga kasama mo sa trabaho at kasama mo sa bansa. So second, well, we're talking about friends. So family, friends, yun yung talagang the things that kept us together. And then this is proof na, you were in touch the whole time. Third, and well, I guess food played a very important role sa pandemic na to. Well, physical food, I guess, physical nourishment for the body, and people have been so active. Like Robbie was saying in his past interview, na never siyang nagpabatak or nag-physical fitness or yung kakainin niya na controlled, no, kung hindi ngayong mga panahong ito. How was it? Or food in terms of nourishment for the soul also. May mga bagong skill tayong natutunan. How was it with you, Doc?
Actually ako in terms of skill wala rin masyado kasi busy rin din sa hospital no.
Yes.
It's more of ano lang siguro yung skill na wala. I don't know if it's a skill pero it's more of ano lang talaga parang being more fluid at this time na you just adjust with whatever na iba to sa'yo at this time. Pero in terms of skills wala masyado. Siguro wala talaga.
No.
Try talaga niya isipin.
Meron yan.
Well, ikaw, Nico, go. Anything skill that you've like acquired or developed?
Ang siguro naging busy lang ako renovating parang a specific area for the house kasi nga naging workplace na siya. So from dati bodega siya. Ginawa ko na siyang formal work from home setup with all of the devices, etc. And then siguro nadamay din ako sa trend ngayon na puro halaman. So I end up buying a lot of plants.
Okay rin yan.
Plantito na ako and everything else. On the food, yun nga, part of yung parang family routine na nabanggit mo, parang every Sunday we would have samgyupsal, parang ganun. So, nagkaroon kami ng samgyupsal at home every Sunday. So, tinatry ko naman siya i-balance with some workout and diet, calorie counting. So, I think yun, may mga na-build na routine talaga, to be fair, the past 6 months na I'm proud na hindi ko magagawa siguro if I'm back at work or in the office.
So, sobrang galing nga ni Nico, yung bodega. Ang galing ng background, Parang nakuha niya sa Google.
Kita niya na. Bodega yan dati.
Ang lupet,
New skill.
Nasa Wakanda na siya.
Oh my God.
Sira ka talaga. New skill, wala. More on lang talaga. Puro workout.
Okay.
I tried intermittent fasting, calorie counting, daily workout as part of the routine.
Okay.
Pambalanse ng samgyupsal every Sunday.
Self-care, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Neil, ikaw.
Ako siguro sir yung multitasking lang talaga yung skill na na-enhance sa akin dahil ang daming syempre nung wedding parang aside from planning yung kung ano yung mga mangyayari, pinlan din namin kung paano how to keep it a secret talaga kasi talagang secret lang talaga siya.
Talaga? No.
Secret yun, so hindi namin.
Magbigay ng invitations para maraming gifts pero maintindihan mo kung hindi sila pupunta. Para, yan, now that you've announced na okay, kasal na po si Neil, okay, pwede kayo magregalo.
Actually, Neil,
Sobrang
nabasa
secret,
ko yung
hindi
kasal.
namin alam.
Nabasa ko sa PEP nga.
Pick up na nila.
Oo, ganun katindi.
So it's that. It's really just planning and multitasking. Rob, ikaw, well, you said you were like doing fitness. Well,
more than that, I think yung skill na pagpo-focus kasi doon ako minsan nagkukulang kabalik na naman ni Neil. Kasi sanay ako na maraming ginagawa pero parang jack of all trades, master of none. Ngayon, mas tutok ako sa isang bagay dahil kailangan, mas mahirap pala talaga sa Sir Noel ang work from home. Tsaka, natutuwa ako at saludong-saludo ko sa lahat ng nakakayanan to.
That's
Kasi
true.
kaya hanggang 10 o'clock, even hanggang past 12, katrabaho pa yung iba.
Yeah.
With no specific time frames. So, ang galing nila. Galing.
Yun yung trade-off sa traffic siguro, no?
Yes.
That brings me to the fourth F. No? So if it's family, friends, food, nourishment for the body and for the soul, the last one is faith. I guess it's something that like we really focused on this pandemic. No? So Jonic, was there anything that you prayed for really hard, or was there, well, a practice namin kasi parang nadagdagan yung rosary, nagmamass, parang hindi ba the whole family is enjoying to like hear mass together. May Radyo Katipunan mass ng 8 o'clock, tapos may rosary pa ng gabi. Was prayer really, faith was a major thing in the whole equation, Jonic, as a coping mechanism?
Yeah, definitely, no. Yung prayer talaga, that's one thing na makakapitan ng lahat ng tao. Especially during these trying times. Na wala eh. All you have, yun lang talaga at this point kasi na there are things na you can control and there are things na you cannot control. And those things na you cannot control, wala eh. Iaalay mo na lang talaga. You just hope for the best and you just pray to God. And then, wala. It's you do your best and then we pray for safety of everyone.
Galing. So we'll end this with this. So parang, Jonic, what do you pray for now? Given this pandemic? And what kind of
sana
forward to?
I'm talaga sana matapos na to and sana with the least possible na deaths pa na meron. We just want to end this as soon as possible and sana maging safe na lahat.
That's true. Thank you. Nico, ikaw, what do you pray for? And how do you see your Christmas now? 70 days before Christmas.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
Ayun nga, like part of the family routine, it went back na every night we play the rosary. So alternate kami ng nanay ko mag-lead ng rosary every night. And then every Sunday, we still go through the online mass every morning. So we always pray na nga for the pandemic to be over.
Yes.
All of our relatives and of course all of those who are affected by the pandemic. Hopefully everything ends soon. Diba? We have the right vaccine. And then of course I'm praying that we have much better plans and how we are going to address the whole pandemic in the country today.
And parang practices or celebrations have become more meaningful because they're different. They're just so different. Ikaw, your wedding was a secret, but I guess it was more mas ramdam.
Yes sir, parang yung feeling na kayo lang yung nakakaalam. May parang you have this something na parang at least sabi nga namin nun sir, ang dami nang nangyaring hindi maganda ngayon 2020, kailangan merong isang magandang mangyari or matuloy. Well, at least for us. And yun lang naman, kami rin naman, we're just really praying for better days ahead.
Galing.
For good times to come back and we can all gather again, mag-reunion ulit kami ng M-Boys in person, hindi na lang sa Zoom very soon.
Like this. Rob, thank you. I promised you a very good afternoon, a different afternoon from all your interviews, but
definitely
something. It's different. Like it's well, what do you pray for? And this is the kind of reunion we have now.
Well, before the prayer po na Sir Noel, I just want to thank you kasi I was caught off guard talaga. And I just want to thank my friends right here for saying yes to this one kasi truly this is appreciated. Kala ko hanggang kahapon lang tayo mag-uusap hanggang 2 a.m. Jonic, maraming salamat. Nico, I know you are a busy guy. Thank you for saying yes. Teacher Neil, Sir Neil, maraming salamat for coordinating and of course for saying yes to this one. Pero Sir Noel, going back, I think the prayer can be kind of reflection na lang of what I have been feeling for the past weeks and days. I was feeling anxious because of certain things na nangyayari sa bansa natin. May uncertainty eh.
Yeah.
Diba? Na kailan mo matatapos to? ano nangyayari, bakit ang laki ng gap, bakit may injustices. We have these certain questions. I want to relate it to the newest blessing na napunta sa buhay ko ngayon. And kung may certain question, ang tatanong naman sa'yo ng problemang yon or ng certain obstacle nun is, game ka na ba?
Yeah.
Diba? And in the middle of that certain answer, whenever we hear that question, we say game na, diba? That's the official response.
Yes.
But in the core, dun sa gitna nun, if you look at that game na closely, ang gitna nun ay amen.
Galing. Okay. That's true.
Diba? No, seriously, I wrote this down before. Sinabi ko, game na ako sa lahat ng mga bagay. Pero nung tinignan ko yung gitna, oh, shucks, it's amen. So sa gitna na pinagdadaanan natin ngayon, whenever we say game na, tandaan natin na ang nasa gitna at punot dulo nito ay Panginoon pa rin.
Galing, galing, galing. And then, we go back to our core of excellence in Ateneo. It's really that. Parang, magpakahusay. Pero yun nga, magpakabuti. No? Parang yun din yung challenge. Magpakahusay, magpakabuti. So, and the commitment to like change the lives of other people too. Those who are voiceless and those who need our help. And then in the end, yun nga, siguro yun yung pinagkaiba natin sa iba. Yung pagpapalawak nga ng konsyensya. Palagi natin sinasabi. Anong pinagkaiba natin? Siguro yun, ang lakas ng konsyensya natin. And yun siguro yung mission natin. Palawakin pa yan at magsuportahan tayo para makita yun, yung pagpapabuti at pagpapalawak ng konsyensya.
Maging tao at magpakatao.
That's it. That's true. Maraming salamat. Thank you for leveling up with.
Thank you.
Such a good reunion and such a good afternoon. Maraming salamat, Doc Jonic. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you at mabuhay ang bagong kasal. Robbie, kailan ka daw kakasal? Hindi pa ngayon, pero sabi na rin ko yung interview mo eh. Parang dahil sa pandemya, hindi ito yung tamang panahon.
Not yet. Pero that will be a exclusive. I promise you.
Nakita mo na yung tamang tao. At least nakikinig siya ngayon, di ba?
Oh, definitely. And my answer is correct.
Robbie, para matuto ka. Number 1, dapat yung tamang tao at para kahit pagkakaibigan, no, napupush kang lalo ka pang gumagaling. Pangalawa, bumabait ka. Pangatlo, lumalapit ka sa Diyos. Pang-apat, yung sistema mo, lahat ng sistema mo nauhulog siya ng nasa ayos. Pamilya, trabaho, pananampalataya, at yung commitment mo sa bansa. Kasi kung merong kumontra doon, parang, baka hindi pa yon. At yung huli, Rob, sinabi ko yan kay Neil, bumalik ka sa mga pictures mo, kasama yung iba't iba mong niligawan from Miriam or Assumption or Saints ko.
Oh my gosh. Si Johnny wala. Nung bumabalik ka na yung mga pictures, parang nawala si Johnny.
Kung kailan ka mukhang ngarag at mukha kang pangit, yun yung turbulent yung mga relationships mo. Pero yung maayos yung itsura mo, yung you look your best, yun yung tama para sa'yo. And I think, well, you are that at this point. So, yun. So, ayaw natin ng mabigat na ngayon. Parang, di ba, anything na tama yung hulog at tama, maayos at you feel good and you feel better. Yun yung tama, dun ka pinupunta ng Diyos. Maraming salamat.
Maraming salamat po.
Ang hapon na to dahil sa inyo.
Maraming salamat.
Continue leveling up. Sabi mo nga, anong sabi yung nasa board ninyo?
Pag-ibayuhin pa.
That's about our show now. It's always leveling up and we're there to support each other in our leveling up. Maraming salamat and see you again next week. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat.
Galing. Salamat.
Thank you, Sir Noel. Neil, maraming salamat. The best ka.
Bye, Rob.
Neil.
Siyempre, surprise ka ba?
Nakakaingit naman yung puro post mo ng pagkain.
Yan, grabe.
Sarap, sir.
Paulit-ulit.
Paglamig ng hangin, hatid ng Pasko, nananariwa sa aking gunita ang mga nagdaan nating Pasko. Ang Noche Buena't simbang gabi, narito na ang Pasko. At nangungulilang puso ko, hanap-hanap, pinapangarap, init ng pagsasalong tigib sa tuwa ng mag-anak na nagdiwang sa sabsaban nung unang Pasko. Sa pag-awit muli ng himig Pasko, nagliliyab sa paghahangad, makapiling kayo sa gabi ng Pasko. Sa alaalay magkasama tayo, narito na ang Pasko. At nangungulilang puso ko, hanap-hanap, pinapangarap, init ng pagsasalong tigib sa tuwa ng mag-anak na nagdiwang sa sabsaban nung unang Pasko. Sa sabsaban nung unang Pasko.
All caps, mga Atenista! It's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Fridays from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.